Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. This is my Elliott Wave update for Solana. Just on the larger trend, just to show you where I have us currently at, is currently working on the third of the third and looking if we're completed in a fifth wave of our third wave before we get our next move up to the upside. I'm going to go down to the 4 hour, which is that third wave, looking for 5 waves to complete in this third wave. And we're at an area where it could be complete or we could need one more wave to the upside. But eventually we need this move for our fourth wave. The question is it complete here or do we need one more wave up before our third of the third is complete? I'll go down to the hourly and show you that. So I have this measured out as a running flat. So our fifth of the third starts here at this pivot. My question is this the correct count to be completed as 5? My concern is this wasn't a deep enough 4 and compared to this wave 2 to be considered complete. There is 5 waves in here, but how I would change this count is if this is a 1, 2, 3 with a flat, and then we start our third from here. This was actually the 1.618 extension of that wave 1 off the 2 right at this level. And then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for our fifth. That's how we can be complete. And if we are complete, I would expect a much deeper retracement down like this, down to this area between $60 and $85 I've mapped out. That is the 382 on log scale and the 382 on linear. That's that range, $60 to $85. So the question is, do we need to come here now or do we have to relabel this where our third just topped of this fifth wave? And we're potentially needing one more wave to the upside, and all this gets shifted over up to around 135, that range I mentioned to you earlier. So that's where I'm at, kind of an indecision point. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this, unless proven otherwise. So let's look down at the 15-minute. And these are the kind of options I have laid out at the moment. Because if this is our fourth wave, and we need another fifth to the upside, so if we move this over here, we need this. And I pulled the pivots off this wave 2 to the high, which would be our third wave. And we ticked right off the 382 at 99.16, and we shouldn't drop below the 50. And we should hold this previous level of support you see right here as the fourth wave. So if we're going to make that move to the upside, I'd want to see it pretty much pan out right now. This is this count I have in blue. This would end in an ending diagonal because we have a 3 waves up so far. A, B, C, and we get another A, B, C, another A, B, C. And targets for that is around 135 up at the 2.236 extension of the larger count in blue. See here? That would be moved over to here as our third of our third. In which case I'd have to re-pull these pivots. So if this bullish wave is in play, I don't want to see us drop below this pivot here at around $90. Now, alternatively, if I remove this one, my next option would be is this ABC, which would almost be like a double top, where we make a flat pattern here, and this would come up in a corrective nature, like so. Then we'd get 3 or 5, then we'd make our move up to our fifth. Sorry, that's my dog. Like so. And the other path is we just retraced 70%. You can see in red there. So that's the minimum requirement for a flat pattern, which is a 335 as an ABC or a 333 as a WXY. And optimal targets of that would be between 99.41, the 618 extension of this A wave off the B, or right there around $90, and that's kind of below the pivot. So this area as a flat, and then we can make either a impulse or an ending diagonal up to that target once again before moving down to that fourth wave. And my bearish scenario is we move down between that $60 and $85 range, where this three-wave pattern, when we come down here, all becomes a larger A wave. We then get our retracement up between the 50 and 618, and we come down in a three-wave move before further upside, and this third would be considered correct, and we'd be going into the larger fourth wave over here. Oh, excuse me. And again, this would just come down in threes or as a flat B, C. And we'd get pushed out probably till the end of the month if this correction is in play. All right, I'm not interested in a trade in this moment just because there's too much that can happen. You can see my paths. Either we come up as an ending diagonal, we come up as a flat. Both those setups would defend this low if you are on the long side here. And two of those corrections come to the downside, as you can see, as either the ABC and then we get the move to the upside, or the ABC for the larger fourth wave. All right, guys, so that's your update for Solana. Looks like we're running out of steam. My targets, if we do make upside, would just be 135 currently, but it looks like we're starting to sell off here. All right, I'll update this tomorrow as well, those of you following it, but there's a lot that can happen in this area. Really bad area to take a trade either way, right in the middle of everything. If you want to check out my other trades, I'm in all of these currently. All those were updated on my channel. Make sure to like it and subscribe if you want the updates as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.